Good afternoon. My name is Jillian Harris, and I'm here to inform you on the HIV/AIDS virus. I can say that the HIV/AIDS virus does not affect me, but deep down inside, I know that I'm wrong. Many people have heard of this disease, but not many know how dangerous this disease really is. I am here to provide you with information on how you can contract, prevent, and become fully aware of the HIV/AIDS virus. First, how does one get the HIV/AIDS virus? HIV/AIDS is spread largely by having sex with someone who has the disease. Anal sex is one of the largest high-risk factors of sexual behavior. A person can also contract the virus by sharing needles, syringes, or other equipment used for the injection of drugs with someone who has the HIV/AIDS virus. Secondly, knowing how to prevent yourself from getting the virus. Be sure to choose less risky sexual behaviors. When used consistently and correctly, condoms are highly effective in preventing HIV/AIDS. The number of sex partners you have also affects the risk. The more partners you have, the more likely you are to get a partner that has the HIV/AIDS virus or a sexual partner with a sexually transmitted disease. You should get tested and treated for other sexually transmitted diseases, and also encourage your partner or partners to do the same. If you are sexually active, get tested at least once a year. If your partner is HIV positive, encourage your partner to get tested and stay on the treatment. Lastly, being aware of the virus also can help you. Know your status. The fact is that HIV is 100% preventable, and you can reduce or eliminate your risk of contracting the disease. Remember that early detection can lead to early treatment and better outcomes. Those undiagnosed, 20%, are responsible for up to 70% of the new infections every year in the United States. Also remember to help others with knowing of your status and theirs as well. Talk to your friends about HIV at a familiar or comfortable place, and be sure you have plenty of privacy. All in all, the HIV/AIDS virus is something that should be taken very seriously. And I hope that the information that I have given to you today gives you more insight on how you can contract, prevent, and be fully aware of this disease. Now, I have a video that I would also like to include in this presentation as well.
In all of human history, there have been very few times when the majority of people living can remember what they were doing the year that a disease that went on to kill more than 20 million people first came into being. But that's what happened in 1981. On June 5, 1981, when the first cases of what later became known as the acquired immune deficiency syndrome were first reported by the CDC, history at that moment broke into two generations. One generation are people like myself who were already adults, never having heard of AZT, the AIDS Memorial Quilt, Red Ribbons, Project Red. And then the other generation, the people who were not yet born or were still small kids in 1981. For them, all of these things were, have been, will always be just a normal part of life. Two generations, but we have one thing in common. We are all very, very curious about this disease called AIDS. Where did it come from? Why is it so hard to stop? What's being done to slow it down? Are we any closer to an AIDS vaccine? What's it like to be in a clinical trial for an experimental vaccine for AIDS like I've been? This course is going to answer questions like that and more. My name is Kimberly Sessions Hagan, and I am the director of the CFAR Links Initiative at the Center for AIDS Research at Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm also an assistant professor in behavioral science and health education at the Rollins School of Public Health, and the director/goddess of two science organizations related to AIDS, the Vaccine Dinner Club and the CFAR Network Pizza Party. This course is going to be about AIDS. It's going to be about a lot of aspects of AIDS. Its history, its science, culture, politics, prevention, treatment, testing, you name it. This course is going to cover a lot of ground. It's going to be extremely interesting, particularly when we talk about the controversies surrounding HIV. Check it out. Enroll in the course. I hope that you become a part of it. Thank you.
The preceding program is copyrighted by Emory University.